All right, I thought I'd make a little video of the bike I have for sale. Had a couple people ask for it, so this is it. It is a 2020 Road Glide Special in the limited billiard blue paint scheme. Quite a bit done to it. You can see kind of stuff that pops right out. Lower fairings, custom seat, tour pack. So the wheels, I'll go to those first. They're stock black wheels, but I had them powder coated gold on the accents. That's all done by hand. That all has to be hand wiped. Took them a couple tries, but came out really nice. On the front end, you'll see carbon fiber fender from Hoffman, as well as a big brake kit. So front end's done. What you can't see is the Legends suspensions cartridges. So full Legends in the front. Windshield. Harley lowers, paint to match. I forgot the name of the collection, but all the controls are that collection, including the grips. The grips are heated, by the way. You can see they're the Harley heated grips. 12-inch apes. Chose these particularly because they're adjustable, so you can loosen up this adjustment, and the bars will swing in and out however you like them. If you take the gauges off and undo the clamps, you can obviously tilt them forward and backwards. You can see I don't have them straight because they're a little more comfortable for me this way, but you can move them up and back. Quite a bit of adjustment on them. All internally wired like they normally would be. Stage 2 audio, so speakers and amp in the front only. It's loud enough for me, I'll put it that way. You can see just some random carbon fiber stuff I put on, just to kind of tie in with the front fender. Seat is a Saddleman seat that I had custom made, I guess. I ordered the colors. So it's a white, it's really silver, so it doesn't get dirty as easily. So silver, red, and the blue S. So it's red, white, and blue. It matches the bike. You'll notice in the rear here, open this up so you can see a little bit, those are Legends Revo Arcs. So with the remote mount reservoirs, you can see the reservoirs are mounted, and it does still allow the tour pack to come on and off. If you want to remove the tour pack, it just pops off and you can put a backrest on it. I don't have the matching backrest pad for the passenger, but I do have it for the tour pack because this is how I always ride the bike. A couple other quick things I'll show. You can see there's Custom Dynamics LEDs all around the bike. These are Chromeworks mufflers that do have baffles in them. When I had the bike tuned down at Moonshine Harley in Nashville, I had them basically built, tune it for ultimate touring. So it is, you can kind of see in the back there, it's a full sack head pipe. So it's a 2-in-1 into 2, with the merge Y, and then their Chromeworks mufflers. I picked these tips. These tips were new in 2020. I think they look awesome. They clean up pretty good. They're like a little hazy right now, but they'll shine when you clean them. The bike is not super loud, but you can definitely hear it. It's not quiet, and makes all the right noises, and the thing is tuned to make torque. Made 126 or 127 horsepower and 145 foot-pounds of torque, which is what I wanted. I wanted it to be a touring bike. So the motor is a 128 S&S build. Well, the pistons and jugs are S&S. All the valve train internals are fueling. So it's a fueling cam plate, fueling oil pump, fueling 521 cam, one-piece fueling push rods, their valve springs on stock heads. It has the upgraded Harley intake manifold. It has the metal intake manifold with HPI injectors. Had Moonshine put those in when they tuned it, and the thing runs perfect. It runs just like a stock bike. It's got a little chop to it, but you can still roll on in 6th gear, not have it buck or spit or anything. It's not bitchy at all. It rides just like a stock bike. So I'll fire it up. let you see the mileage. I think it's around 4,000, give or take. $4,083. So we'll give it a start. And it was the bike that was coming down from a cold start that was completely cold. It's, 8 o'clock in the morning. I just came out in the garage. It's raining outside, so we're not gonna ride today, but thought I'd start it up, show everybody. One other thing to note, it's got Metzeler Cruise Tech tires on it. They make the bike handle much differently. It handles way better. I guess they don't last quite as long as the Dunlops, but they're a great tire. The question is, why am I selling it? Because the bike is perfect and I really like having it. As you can see, I've had it for 2 years and I've only put 4,000 miles on it. I hardly ever ride, and honestly, I've got other projects. So I just acquired a 65 GTO, which is in great shape, but I'm more inclined to want to swap the drivetrain and play with that for now, as opposed to, sitting and looking at this bike that I don't really ride that much. Again, I don't need to sell it. I love this thing. This is the favorite bike I've ever had, but just other things are forefront in my brain right now. So any other questions, let me know. It's 8 minutes. There you go.